In the previous episode, we defeated many small noble parties, raided several Southern Empire villages, building up their war exhaustion, and saved up 125,000 dinars. We also lost Amino and Valen in combat. Now, we're making really good money from the mercenary contract. Both of our caravans are doing really well. Man, that's impressive. Look at that compared to our workshops. Our workshops are just terrible. The olive press is okay. These other two are awful. They're all level 3, so they're top tier. They should be doing decently, but they're just not. We're not going to sell them or swap them. We already upgraded them to tier 3. Let's just let them ride. But yeah, it's not doing all that well. James Johnson's getting 414. Timoth Tross with 333. That's really, really good. And keep in mind, those workshops cost about 25 grand plus the 2 upgrades, about 35 grand each. These workshops cost what? The caravans cost maybe 1,000 to, you know, recruit the companion and another 15,000 to get him going. So investments much less when you make more money. It just makes sense. Let's maybe we'll head back and recruit some more. We did take some decent losses there, so I would like to go back and maybe recruit a few more and maybe invest some of this cash into something, get another caravan going. And let's talk to Dazoni. Let's use Dazoni as our caravan guard and let's give him a nice polearm. I think this Highland War Spear would be pretty good. Well, it wants to switch it with the Khazate Light Lance. That's fine. So let's send him out on his way. There we go. 15k. We'll get him going. And let's pick up a few people to replace our losses. So we've got Fadis. These are all going to be infantry, by the way. We've got Jacob Lewandowski, Tufu, and Yellow Snow. So let's get these 4 situated. Do we have enough gear? We'll equip with everybody with the 2 javelins, the long polearm, and a good shield. We still have quite a bit of armor, actually. So they're starting off pretty strong. And we'll get everybody sorted and we'll get back to battle. Actually, we'll probably wait for a day just so we can make sure everybody's full health. Oh, place we were resting at just declared war on us, or we declared war. So let's get out. Well, that could have been bad. Nemos, don't think we want to take on 288. That might be a little bit too much for us. Oh, man. Some big parties. Let's not get caught here. Look at that, 230. These guys have massive parties. What are they eating? Yeah, we could probably take on these caravans. Oh, wow. They've got higher power level than we do. What do you guys have? I'm not sure, but I think we can probably handle it. All right, horse archers are coming in. We'll pick these guys off, and then we'll go deal with the main body. Yeah, these guys have pretty good armor. We'll go for a couch lance. Beautiful. Ooh, we got him. So he's about to go down. 91 damage. He can only take maybe 1 or 2 more hits. There we go. This guy's riding a camel. Not much you can do. Camels are quite a bit slower than horses. All right, let's countercharge these guys that are shifting over. Oh, missed. They killed the camel and the rider. Sun Yi. That was pretty brutal. Now, we don't want to go near the edge. Is he going to fall off? Oh, he almost fell off the cliff. Alright, we're sending our infantry forward. Alright, single cavalry left. Alright, let's hold this hill. We don't want them to push until we at least get on the top of the hill. And then we'll skirmish with them for a little bit. We do have quite a few javelins we can throw. Alright, they're pushing in. Yeah, let's go take out their archers while they're preoccupied. Let's go shield wall. We should be able to handle it. Alright, single archer left. They have a couple that are fleeing, so we can take that guy out too. Please take him out so I don't have to turn around. No, we gotta take him out. Now we're right at the edge of the map, so we gotta be careful. These guys are all gonna get out if we don't take them out. No chance we're gonna get all these guys. Yeah, they too much armor. They're right at the edge of the map. Man, they're all getting out. Now, I'm not sure they have horse archers. I thought we killed all of their cav. It's kind of strange. Oh, I guess not. Ooh, that thing hurts. There we go. We didn't actually take any losses there. They had some tough cavalry, but they weren't really doing a lot of damage. They were just tanking a lot. So we took out most of the people ourselves, so we should get a ton of armor for that. And 30 influence. Now we've got way too much stuff. We got to go sell some things. A lot of upgrades there. Yeah, those caravan, the cavalry and the horse archers seem to have really good armor. Ooh, most of the guys got out. All right, let's fight them again. I think they have no cavalry left, so it should be a bit easier. Easy win, 14 influence, not much to look at. And even more upgrades, although we are starting to run low. I think the gear that we have is already quite good. And they still have 3 left. What in the world? Now he's going to give up now. We're going to ask for everything. He's going to say no, and we're just going to stomp him. Now we do have to be careful. We are in enemy territory now that they declared war on us, and we're overburdened, and we have a hurting penalty. So let's get back home, sell some stuff. So decent money for the prisoners, almost 6k. And again, we have a lot of stuff here that we can sell. We should probably start keeping the hardwood, and we'll keep the iron ore. Everything else will go. Oh, they don't have enough money here. Wait, why are you broke, Sargo? What happened? That's fine. Let's go to Jaculan. Let's put another point into leadership. We'll have 2 more to go. We definitely want to get this up because that's going to give us a bigger party size once we get to the end. And we'll also have another clan party limit. That's pretty good as well. And Jeff, our cavalry commander, also our scout, hit 275 on riding. There we go. We got all the perks sorted out. Now we got to deal with our inventory. So we've got quite a bit of stuff here. We have a lot of grain. That's probably where most of this is coming from. So we don't really need to sell a whole lot of stuff. Let's maybe go down to like 30. Yeah, that frees up a lot. And then we do have a slight hurting penalty. We don't want to use any camels. They're just too slow. And we'll get rid of some of the one-offs that we got. Darcy horse is decent. Actually, yeah, we'll hang on to it. There we go. No hurting penalty. That'll pick up 11k. And they don't have any hardwood here. Let's go up to Oxhall and see if they've got any. We're at war with Britannia, so we can't go there to do any crafting. But since we are where we are right now with all this stuff on us, and we've got tons of cash, don't think we need to worry about that quite as much. Maybe we'll progress a little bit further in, wait, is that Britannia? Nice, that's Britannia. So we can actually go there. There's a minimum peace length. Ooh, Pencanuck got taken. Oh, wow. Dunglanis and Pencanuck fell. Wow, Vlandia's taken over. Well, let's see how much hardwood is here, and if it's decent enough, we can stay, but probably not. No, there's actually none. We can pick up another workshop. I mean, we will because we have so much cash. We need to put it somewhere, but I'm not too thrilled about it. So we already have a couple at Oxhall. We had one at Provend earlier, and it was just trash. So Olive Press, let's go pick up maybe... Yeah, this is bizarre. So this one actually is going here. We could pick up another one at Oxhall. What's the other? So there's a wood workshop here. Let's buy that wood workshop and turn it into grapes. Wine press. Yeah, most likely this thing isn't making anything. Oh, it is. It's actually making good money. What in the world? I guess this is what we should have been making all along. Well, let's try it. Let's upgrade it twice. We've got the money, and let's see what it does. Now, consequently, that does eat up all of the inputs, so we're not going to have any hardwood here. But we do own Carbanseth and Dunglanis. They both have wood going to them, I believe. So this is Dunglanis. That's Carbanseth. Really, Seanon's the best place to go to. That one has 2. Actually, that one goes to Varcheg. Oh, because we own Varcheg. That's right. Normally we would go to Seanon, but because we own it. So let's head up to Carbanseth. Let's go to Carbanseth and do some smithing. All right, Pencanuck is under siege. Perfect. We're right here. Let's go down there and take care of that then. Harold Sigurdsson declaring war. So now we're at war with Sturgi again. Okay, so we're at war with everybody except for the Aserai. Don't know what to do about that other than just keep plugging away, I guess. Let's go to Pencanuck and deal with the defense. Man, this is heating up fast. Now for our caravans, once they hit 225 trade, we are taking the minus 15% caravan guard wages. That's going to be huge. Now, the only thing that might mess that up, I don't know if this mod changes the tags for the units that they use. If they're not tagged as caravan guard, they're not going to get any benefit from it, so that would suck, but I guess we'll see. This is James Johnson. Let's see. So his is going from 244. It doesn't look like it changed. Maybe it needs a data update. I'm not sure, but I have a feeling they might have actually changed the unit types, so it may not help. Yeah, these are 173 with and without. One guy has the perk, one guy does not, so it probably doesn't do anything. That sucks. So let's deal with the alley. Now we can't control our guys, unfortunately. We've got a really long polearm that does a lot of damage, but we need to make sure they're not blocking, so let's just pick at them from the side. As long as they're not looking our direction, we can start whittling them down. Oh, we can't afford to miss these shots. We gotta hit them. There we go. Really good distance on this thing, too. Yeah, we can hit him from halfway across the map. Beautiful. Now, hopefully that's one of our guys. Oh, did we lose our companion? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Actually, they may not actually die from this. I think everybody that goes down here is counted as dead, but they don't actually die, I hope. So we succeeded. We got a little bit of roguery. Yeah, he's still alive. Okay, so he's fine. You're fine. Walk it off. All right, ally troops. There's only 2 left. We can hire a couple, literally a couple. So we'll throw those guys in there. Cannot transfer less than 5. That's kind of weird. So if we transfer that many, does that mean we can just take these guys back? Wait, what if we transfer all? Nope, can't. All right, it'll let us transfer 2 out of the 3. That's kind of weird, but that's fine. We'll take it. So the ally's saved. Let's go up. I'm not sure who's going to have more hardwood. Let's check Dungalanus first. Not too worried about defending these sieges. It's kind of their issue, not ours. And we're going to need a lot of hardwood if we do this here, and they have exactly none. So that's not going to work. What about Carbenseth? And once again, no hardwood. What is going on here? Well, we can't go to Sanon because they're at war with us. All right, what about these villages? Can we just buy them from the village? Yeah, they've got some. And it's pricey, man. What is going on? There's a shortage of hardwood for some reason. I mean, we could buy it. 82 is not going to cut it. We're going to need, you know, thousands of hardwood. So this is just going to weigh us down. Now, this one, oddly enough, is only 37, but the one right next door is 80 something. So that doesn't make sense. Now, I'm kind of hoping these castles fall, and then we can just consolidate and expand, you know, logically rather than just snaking across the map and having a little bit of border gore. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. We took Sanon. Let's go to Sanon. That's what we'll do. Oh, our caravan got attacked. Are they still alive? James Johnson. Looks like they're doing okay. All right, we're hoping for hardwood here. They did just get sieged a couple times, so probably needs time to build up the stock. Yeah, there's not much. The other option is we could take weapons that only give 3 hardwood. So this wood hammer will work, sledgehammer will work, and the pitchforks. So we could do that. So it's not all is lost. This place is high risk of rebellion, so I don't know if we want to stay here too long. Let's actually go back to Dungalanus. We'll be off the front line. Oh, I didn't realize we were being tracked. All right, so we got picked up by the Joal. We already took these guys out once, although maybe no, these guys have cavalry this time, so it'll be a little different, but I think we'll be fine. Let's take this little hill over here. We'll get archers back here, melee troops in front in a fairly tight formation, and we'll try and take the brunt of their cavalry charge here. And Cav can stay in the back. Well, look how small this person's horse is. Who is that? Sunyi. What kind of horse are you riding, man? It's like a toy. Now, what we might want to do is we might want to keep our archers on hold fire. Let's do that. Let's get them in. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Let's get them butted up against. We're just going to create a 2-sided square. I don't know. I guess that'd be considered a line, but it doesn't look like a line. It looks more like a square. 2-sided square. They're facing 2 directions, so their flanks are still exposed a little bit. I think last time I said a 4-point triangle, which would be a square, but I don't know what's going on anymore. Alright, cavalry seem to be hanging in there. Let's actually give them the charge command. I don't want them just sitting around. They're less likely to get couch lanced if they're moving, and they don't have any, you know, shield square to run into, so I think they're okay. Oh, nice. Give that a 10 out of 10. They're, for some reason, all of their cav have very low armor, so we can just pick these guys off pretty easily. And then we'll let the infantry take over the rest. Yeah, they're just falling left and right. Oh, we got rid of the noble. Noble's dead. And this snow slows you down a lot. We only did 20 damage with that charge. Oh, he took out one of our infantry. We will avenge. Or we'll just scratch the floor. Alright, somebody will avenge him. Alright, we did. We avenged him. Okay, luckily it was only an injury. He didn't die. The only death is their noble, so we took him out. Cav didn't do much, but we set him in the back most of the way. And we've got Abu Andrew, Fares, Schmelly Elite with 3. It's pretty good. But look at the XP on these. Wow. Some guys did really well. And 54 influence is quite good as well. There's a lot of troops to take here, and we could probably do that and just donate them. So let's do that. Interesting. We got a lot of upgrades from that, mostly on the weapon side, which I guess isn't that big of a deal because we're going to be smithing stuff soon anyways. And we're doing most of our damage with Couch Lance. So Skewer, the 150 polearm perk, is going to be key here. So 30% chance to keep the lance couched. There we go. All perks are sorted. Let's go to Dunglannis, and hopefully they have the weapons that we need. Let's actually double check. If not, then we'll go to both of the wood shops first, and then we'll head back up to Carbanseth. Yeah, they still don't have any hardwood. They do have wooden hammers. Actually, they don't have a lot, so what we'll do is let's buy these and the pitchforks, and we'll just take it up to the next town. That's fine. We'll be a little bit overburdened once we buy all the hardwood out, but it must be done. So we'll take everything you got. Same thing here. They don't have as much. 38, and then let's go back. Yeah, still no hardwood here, but we can at least, like I said, we can buy wooden hammers and we can buy pitchforks. Pretty pricey though, 11k for that. I mean, they're definitely not worth that when you break them down, but I think we're doing okay for money, so we don't need to worry about it quite as much. Now, what we're going to do, all the infantry that we have, we'll start putting points into smithing. A few people have been saving up a few points, so we should be in good shape. And let's head over to the smithy and see who shows up here. So it stops at Galahad Periwinkle. That's fine. I think some of these guys towards the end were only having 1 or 2 focus points, but they might level up from this, so should be decent. Now, we don't have any in our main, so we'll probably not spend too much with ours. We'll just leave it to most everybody else. So we'll start with Hugh Janus. Right, that wasn't too bad actually. We got everybody up to level 25 with just the hardwood that we had. So let's go make sure we have the right perk here. So we're going to go Efficient Charcoal Maker. And I know we have a little bit of the raw iron. I think we'll just skip taking Iron Maker. We probably won't even use it, to be honest. So it's just everybody will get the charcoal there. Now we can do some serious refining, and we need to do a decent amount of smelting as well. Now pitchfork, oh, you know what, the wooden hammer, they added it so that they have 1 crude iron as well. Usually it's just the 3 hardwood, so that's kind of cool. We've got plenty of hardwood we can get from these, so let's start smelting. And a bunch of other stuff has hardwood in it as well. We'll do those first just to make sure that we're not going backwards on our hardwood count. So we ran out of stamina actually. We didn't run out of anything else. We've got only 11 charcoal left, but 365 hardwood, so we should be able to rest for half a day or so and then finish this off. Now, we should designate a couple people to be smelter smithies, and the rest should be refiners. So let's go Phil Johnson with the smelting, smithing, and crafting. And then also refining. This one's going to be stamina spent while smelting. So that'll be number 1. And me and Nora also will have Curious Smelter. Everybody else will have the refining. So we've got Phil Johnson. Where are you? That's our experienced the smelter. There it is. Practical Smelter and Curious Smelter. So we'll have him finish up the job. Yeah, we got more hardware to unlock here, but we did run out, so let's go ahead and refine some. And Mia Nora, I believe, was the other one. Curious Smelter, yeah. Now, I don't really want to waste too much charcoal or hardwood because that seems to be the bottleneck that we're running into, and we want to get the most unlocks we can, so we need to make sure we have somebody with those perks. Should have probably done more than 2. Maybe that would have been a smart choice. Just, I mean, look how many weapons we have to smelt down, so that would have probably been a better idea. Let's see. Can we pick up more weapons? Or hardwood? Nope, no hardwood. Yeah, this is not going to work out too well, so they're spitting out 1 every few days, it looks like. We're not overburdened, so we could go down to those villages and pick up some more. Probably not a bad idea. Okay, there's not much there. Only 18 and 9 there. That's not good. Either way, let's get back to smelting. Phil Johnson's going to handle all the stuff with the wood, and that's pretty much it. Now, let's go through and get some of the high value stuff. There's a few things in here that have Thamaskene, quite a few that have fine steel, and let's go ahead and refine up again a little bit. So we'll save enough because we are going to be making some things that require hardwood, like the javelins and things of that nature. The pole arms. Those all require wood. Let's rest up a little bit, get some stamina back. And as far as smelting goes, we have a few more high tier stuff. Let's get rid of some of these. Let's get those good crafting materials. And then this low tier stuff, we may not even want to waste our hardwood or charcoal on it. So I think we'll hold off on that. We will probably need to refine some things up because 47 fine steel is not going to be anywhere near enough. Steel, we might be okay on steel, but we definitely need more fine steel. So we'll probably bring some things up. Now let's take a look at what we've got unlocked. I know we did quite a bit of smelting there, so we should have decent parts. So javelins, we've got up to tier 3 parts. That's not bad. Yeah, we still need quite a bit there, but that's not terrible. And then the pole arm, that one's going to be important as well. Actually, pole arm, do we have everything unlocked? Almost. We have almost everything unlocked. We do need a couple more things though, because some of the high tier ones, like this heavy lance head is one of the best ones. So we probably want to wait for that. And then there's a few more shafts that we probably need. Like this 280 is going to be pretty important. These other ones aren't long enough. 230 is good, but it's not long enough. 280 is what we need. And then for the one-handed mace, it's okay. We've got tier 3. Yeah, we'll want to definitely get up to tier 5. That's a requirement. And then 2 enemies, we basically got nothing. Yeah, we didn't unlock anything. I think the most important one though is going to be these pole arms. This is going to be the toughest one. Now let's make the baddest thing we can make, and we'll just make a bunch of them. Now we'll do it with this. Actually, we have somebody that's already leveled. Where are you? So we can make a few of these, and then we'll just smelt them back down. All right, Phil Johnson. Let's unlock some parts, man. So let's see what that did. So two-handed pole arm. Looks like we have all the blades. We have all the parts. Yeah, we have everything unlocked now. So that one cycle did it. Very, very nice. We're going to go heavy lance head, max that out, and we're going to probably take whatever makes it longer. So this double hook, that's fine. And then the 280 length. Actually, is there one that's longer? There's one that's 290. It says it's 290, but it's definitely not longer according to the stats down here. So, ooh, now that says that it is longer. Only by 5 though. And oddly enough, this allows for both couch lance and spear brace. So instead of having to craft 2, we could just craft 1. Although I do like having the banners flapping around on the for our mounted knights. But I guess that's not that big of a deal. So how's that look? That looks pretty nice. Actually, can we get it longer with these? Yeah, but they don't brace. I get that, you know, the bracing isn't as important because I've noticed they don't brace anyways. They're using it two-handed. We'll probably want to use one for maybe the crossbows, and we'll skip the shield and then they'll just use it two-handed. So that might not be a bad idea. It is kind of nice having this little flag thing flapping around. So we could do that. Let's do that. So we're going to name this one the Lazy Boy Lance because it does couch lance. Hopefully that makes sense to some of you. I don't know. And let's go ahead and go back to Mr. Hugh and we'll make a bunch of these things. We're just going to make as many as we can. 15. It's a good start. It's not enough. So let's actually let him rest. What else do we need? We're going to need more fine steel. So while we're resting, let's get whoever's closest to... Yeah, this guy's up here. Actually, he does not have the skill. So let's go to the next and let's just make a bunch of these. And we also will probably want some steel at some point as well. So we'll just keep moving stuff up. But we want to use as little charcoal as possible because we're going to need a lot of that. All right, so let's rest for a little bit. And back to the Lazy Boy. Let's make a few more of these. As many as we can. Another 28. That's a lot. So that should be more than enough for everybody. And we'll probably have a few leftovers. Let's go check it out. And Hugh was the one that had the sharpened tip perk. We're going to use Phil Johnson with the sharp edge. So we'll have one person that specializes in thrusting, one in swing weapons. So like when we get to the maces, the two-handed mace, one-handed mace, we'll make sure the right person is crafting it so we get those extra bonuses. But obviously we were using thrust, so that's why he was making all those. Now let's go ahead and swap everybody's pole arm out. Let's make sure that it's decent enough. So we've got some masterworks in here. Now for some reason, it's not locked, but it doesn't think this is an upgrade. Yeah, it wants to swap it out. Even though if you look at the stats on the bottom, thrust damage factor is higher, swing speed, thrust speed, everything's higher. I guess the only thing that isn't is the length. So this one's only 250, but 250 should be fine. It's sometimes kind of hard when it's a little bit too long. That's what she said. But let's go ahead and swap these out. And I think we want to do, let's do our cav first. We're going to have to lock all these. Yeah, it doesn't want to take them. All right, so everybody's got a Lazy Boy now. And I think we can still do the same thing for the infantry. Yeah, it's going to be a length increase, which is good, especially when you're fighting in shield wall and holding position. It seems to work pretty well. It's a slower thrust, but it does quite a bit more damage. It's almost twice as long, so I think this is the right call. But we'll see. We'll see how they do. We got to monitor for a couple fights. All right, there we go. Everybody's got what they need. We've got 15 left, so that should be okay. Now, what other weapons are we using? Throwing weapons. We need to get better throwing weapons, for sure. That's going to be a tough one. Let's let Hugh rest up for a little bit. But first, is there any smelting? You know, it's fine. We can do it on the next one. Let's wait for a little bit. But we're just going to craft the best weapon we can. We'll craft a bunch, smelt a bunch, and then we'll see where that goes. Actually, let's make 20 of them. I don't want to burn through all of our hardwood. And we'll use me and Nora to smelt these back down because she was our, yeah, there we go. So she'll be able to handle these. There we go. So the nice thing about doing these is you don't really lose your hardwood. Only when you make them and keep them does it go away. So really we're just burning charcoal and then a little bit of, you know, whatever we're using. I think we were using iron or wrought iron, so it's not that big of a deal. So let's go back and see what we got. Not everything, but better. So let's do it again, just with better parts this time. And then we should be able to finish it off. Yeah, this one's going to take some steel, so that hurts a little bit, but it is what it is. Let's actually double check, make sure. I think we might have unlocked everything. Yeah, so we'll smelt them down, but we don't need to do a craft again. So let's smelt. All right, beautiful. Let's wait a little bit. I forgot we had prisoners. Let's get rid of those. All right, Hugh. do. Let's make a ton of these javelins, some really, really good ones. So we're going to go, there's a couple options. Some only have 2 stacks, but they do extra damage to shields. And this one has 4 stacks, but it does less damage and it doesn't damage shields. So this one's 97, this one's 81. So the question is, which one is better? And I ran a few tests on this. I still think this one is better most of the time, but I still think this one, especially for a long battle, having the extra 2 is pretty nice. Now you will get more stack size with the perks. You get a +3, and if you're mounted you can get up to +5. So you know the different +5 when you have starting with 4 compared to 2 is, you know, 7 compared to 9. It's really not a big difference. So I'm half tempted to just go with this one, but the tough one. Let's go with the heavy Angun head. I think this is going to be the better pick. I'd rather have pure damage, and until we get that 250 perk where we can just ignore shields anyways, it's going to be nice to have the bonus damage against shields and then just straight up more damage overall anyway. So I think that's a good choice. All right, we're going to name this thing the rifle because it should just blast right through shields, and muskets and rifles basically made shields obsolete. So we'll go that route. So let's go ahead and craft a bunch of these. We're going to need a ton. Now we only had enough for 16. That's not going to cut it. So let's make a few more. There we go. Another 8. That should be enough for now at least. So let's get these guys outfitted. It's probably going to say something stupid like that these aren't the right ones. They're not like the best ones anyway. So let's see what it says. It doesn't say that they're upgrade. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't think they're upgrades. That's hilarious. Actually, we might need more than this. This may not be enough. Let's see. We've got quite a few infantry. I didn't realize we had that many. Yeah, we still need 10 more. It actually was not enough. You know what I realized? When you mark these things as locked, they don't actually show up. We should have, man, we could have smelted all these and then avoided the craft smelting. Whoops. Right, because there's a filter. Where's the filter? Yeah, there's a filter right here to show locked items, and we had it checked. Well, that's my mistake. But on the bright side, we have more items that we can smelt down for to get hardwood. So why don't we do that? Yeah, we're starting to run out of hardwood. Right, how many more can we squeeze out? We need 10 more. This isn't going to be enough. That's 4 more. Let's rest up a little bit. I think we have enough to do it now. I did a little bit of calculation. 13 more. Beautiful. That should be more than enough. Yep, that's it. So we still have leftovers. We got 7 left. So we smelted the last of anything that gives hardwood. Everything left is pretty much just junk. We don't really need much of this, I don't think. And I think we should probably conserve our hardwood in charcoal. We're not quite overburdened, but I think we should probably get rid of some of this stuff like the iron ore we definitely don't need. That we can dump. The crude iron we're not really going to use. And as we refine the other stuff, we'll get plenty of that anyways. So that'll free up a bit of space. Actually, are we hurting penalty? We are not. So we're good. We can get rid of the war camel. We're not ever going to use that. Actually, you know what I would like to do is get more of the javelins. Let's get more javelins. How many? Oh, we can't make much. Here we go. So I think we have just enough to craft. Yeah, we get 9 more. That should be fine. And now that we've got all these weapons, let's go ahead and hire some people. So we got Gregory, we got Servo Albarca, we got Sir Chi, Tailord, and Uhtred the Betrayed. So everybody's going to be infantry as well as, let's see. Yeah, we've got plenty of these lazy boys and the javelins. We just crafted enough for that. So everybody's getting that. Let's get you boys all geared up here. So looking pretty sharp. Yeah, we got plenty of good gear. We've got plenty of money to afford it. Now let's get everybody in order and we'll ship out. We got some more war to fight. Beautiful. And we've got 133 troop limit. Did we go up again? We did. We got clan tier 3. Actually, I think I already knew that. And we picked up that other workshop. So the workshop that we bought was Wood Workshop in Ox Hall. Seems to be doing pretty well. It's making the most out of everything right now. I'm not sure why, but I guess not going to complain about it. So this thing outputs a ton of stuff. Some things take quite a while to go. So like this one, 0.22. Oh, interesting. Forgiveness of debts. So that one actually does show up on here. So it slows your workshop down. So it slows your workshop down by 5%. So 0.05. Really interesting. Yeah, some of these items take 5 days, it looks like. 5 days to make. Little less, but basically 5 days. We got to figure out how to get these other two. They were doing so well. Now they're not doing so well. I'm wondering if it's because we upgraded it. Maybe it can't handle the upgrade. If we downgrade, I wonder if it'll go back up. I don't really want to mess with it though, because if we downgrade, we'll get 2,500 of it back. But then if we want to upgrade it again, it's going to cost another 2,500. So, you know, your break-even point for doing that, you have to hang on to it for a while. So we'll just hang on to it and hope that prosperity increases and things kind of go up over time. All right, we got all that out of the way. Let's make sure we've got everything else. We've got food. We got rid of the stuff we didn't want. Let's actually go sell some stuff at the village. We've got a ton of weapons that we don't want to hang on to. The only reason we didn't sell it before is because we were hanging on to a few things. So this stuff can all go. Yeah, we don't need any of this. This is all trashed here. So we're giving up 121k. Not bad at all. And also we didn't sell this stuff for some reason. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. We didn't equip these civilian gear. So let's put these shields on. So we don't have enough for everybody, but that's fine. Most of the important ones, the infantry have it. So let's sell everything else. Yeah, I think it's official. Let's just stick to the crossbows. I know the bows do more damage and it's a little bit more fun to do it, but I haven't really used crossbows before other than restarting this campaign, the one I did before this. So let's get rid of it. And now we're up to negative 175. So we've given up basically close to $1 million dinars and we're still at 250,000. So I don't feel too bad. We're doing okay. Actually, why don't we get rid of some of this stuff too? And we've got a ton of splint boots. I don't think we need anything besides that. Yeah, some of these we were holding for a while, but I don't think we need to hang on to them anymore. 8 should be more than enough. Yeah, it's higher. This is fun, huh? Maybe I shouldn't edit this out. I'll just have you guys watch this. I need to get an auto clicker is what I need. Here we go. So we'll save the bottom ones. Let's say maybe, how about that? That should be fine. We'll get rid of these. Now, shoulder coverings, we're not going to have nearly as much, so we'll probably have to save some crappy ones. That's 5 and 6. That's more than enough. Let's get rid of everything else. Now, we've got a ton of really good helmets. Let's just keep the bottom 3. So that gives us about 10. That should be more than enough. There we go. So we're giving up about 500,000. And again, I forgot. Don't forget the horse armor. We've got a lot here. Actually, we don't even need this many. Let's get rid of some of these. Oh, this half scale barding is more expensive, but it's worse. That's not good. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. No, I'm not. Yeah, this one is worse. It has no leg armor, so we don't want to have one without any leg armor. So get out of here. 11 should be more than enough. We're not going to hire that many cav. There we go. 500,000. We'll probably get a decent amount of trade XP for this. Yeah, we're up to 250. So perks, we got granary accountant for selling food because we're not really going to be selling the other stuff too much. Hiring cost of mercenary troops, I think we'll probably do that. It also gives us caravan guard wages, which we'll never use, but I guess we'll have it. And then spring of gold. This is the important one. Once we get up to $1 million dinars, we'll be making 1,000. So right now with a 250,000, we'll be making 250 a day, which is basically close to what our workshops are making. So there's that. And we'll put another point into leadership, our final point into social, and we're in good shape.